All right, so here is my finished painting. One of the things that I really liked how it turned out, a few things I'm really proud of. One is the sage bundle. I like how I was able to create the feeling that it's already been used partially. And then I used some of the same gray paints that I had created for the grayscale part. And then added just a little bit of green and like some burnt umber to make like these olive tones. So I'm really proud of how that turned out. And then I also really like how the draping of the beads ended up looking, and, you know, using that grayscale that I created to create some shading and, you know, sense of dimension in each of the beads. If I were to do this again, or if I add more to this, I probably would go back and add more of the tiny details of each bead that makes them unique. That's something I noticed once I had arranged everything, is how you can really see the different characteristics of each bead. I also would love to learn a bit more about how to paint glass or crystal surfaces. I kind of struggled to how to capture the reflection in this crystal, and actually the one here as well. So I would love to learn more. I'm looking forward to exploring different techniques for making those kinds of surfaces. And then you can kind of see the texture that I ended up creating. I used this gloss glazing liquid. I added this to white and burnt umber, and it made it kind of like a thinner transparent layer that I was able to spread across, and then use my crafting tool to kind of create the etching or the designs in it. I think if I were to paint something like this again, I probably would try to focus on those details first, like adding them first, especially because the cutting board has such specific lines and direction and shape of the little rectangles and the tiny details in each of them, that I found it kind of troubling to create that sense of direction and structure on the board after having added some of these other items on top. So I had to explore with some different brushes as I got closer to the different details. But I think that's one opportunity I have here, is to how to kind of redesign this, really capturing more of the aged characteristics of the wood. So I tried to kind of show some direction in you know, the side of the cutting board as well. And overall, I'm really pleased with how it turned out. It's definitely the best painting I've ever created completely on my own. There's definitely a lot of room to grow. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to practicing additional surfaces this week. So thank you for the opportunity.